Hello folks, this is Sula speaking, and you're watching part 6 of Let's Play Mega Man X. This is also the final part. We're going to take on the last boss, Sigma, that's his portrait there, and we're going to go through the end of the game here. So this level starts out with a vertical section, but in all honesty, this isn't really much of a level, period. This is essentially just a series of boss fights. So we'll be taking on the bosses and trying to wrap up the game here today. First, we'll get a little dialogue section, which I'll read for you. Welcome, Matt. I see you managed to get here by yourself. Very impressive. I could destroy you, but it would not deprive my blood of that pleasure. He knows how to deal with betrayers. Should you live, I will be waiting for you. Don't disappoint me, X. In other words, we're going to, the first boss we have to fight is Sigma's dog, which is kind of interesting. He isn't that difficult to beat. The weapon that you're supposed to use against him is the ice shot from Chill Penguin, but I'm just going to take him on with the regular X-Buster here. I've never found this boss to be too difficult. He'll jump around on the walls a little bit. The trick to fighting this guy is that if you charge up to the blue projectile, or the yellow charge, you'll see it throws him back a little bit. So if you can just rely on that, you can kill the dog. And yeah, so much for that. That wasn't too tough. I guess I lost about a third of the life bar. Now we get to Sigma. Excellent job, X. I see as you're accounted, you are almost as good of a hunter as I was, but the time of your destruction has arrived. You shall regret ever having defied me. Oh, he's going to pull out a lightsaber. Now, Sigma, I've read a number of different things online. Some people have said that he's a pretty difficult boss. I've never found that to be the case, and you're about to see why in this video. So you see me climb up to the top there, and oh, he deflected our bullets with the lightsaber. But now Sigma is doomed because I have him trapped. Long ago, many years ago, when I played this game as a kid, I figured out what his AI pattern was, and he doesn't stand a chance of scratching me again. What you do is climb up to the top, right up there in the top left corner, just keep sticking there, and then when he goes by you about halfway up the screen, just drop down, shoot him with your charged up shot, and you can hit him one more time as he passes you at the bottom. And just keep doing this, and he's never going to hit you. You'll see. I can just do this till the cows come home. He's not going to touch me. Now, every shot's only going to do one little bar of damage on his health bar, so, you know, we'll be here a while. But he's not going to touch me, he's not going to hit me. All of his fancy ninja moves off the walls aren't going to do anything. He just goes back and forth, and I drop down, and I shoot him again on the backwards pass. So that's all there really is to this fight. I mean, Sigma does do some other things. If you stay down on the bottom with him, he'll shoot some little projectiles out of his head, but yeah, not much else to say. This is how you beat Sigma. I figured this out on my own when I was about 13, and I've never had any trouble fighting him. He does take more damage if you use the electric shock, the spark shock, but, you know, that wasn't too tough, was it? So, bye-bye Sigma. That's it. Well, it for this version of the boss anyway. You didn't think that that was the end of the game, did you? Still got another boss to go. So this is our third, and fortunately final boss of the last level. Yeah, always a little bit intimidating when the bar fills up again. Alright, now this boss has a lot of different attacks, so I'm going to go through them. Starting, he has attacks that come out from, you'll see, like right there, he has an electric shot. Well, I guess I'll start on the outside. First, he has the two hands, you can see. The two hands will shoot lightning bolts randomly out of the bottom and out of the top, so you can't just stand on top of them. You'll get hit by the lightning. You can't stand underneath them, you'll get hit by the lightning. They will also randomly drop down and try to hit you with the claws that are on the bottom, so that, of course, is how you actually hit the boss. You jump on top of the claw when it tries to hit you. In addition to the two claws on each side, there are these shots that come down in the center. Oh, one other thing I'll mention is, notice how I've taken a lot of damage, and see how X is panting? When he takes a lot of damage, he'll start breathing heavily. Just a nice little touch that they put in this game. So in addition to the two claws, you also have these attacks that come down in the middle. You can get either a flame shot, which is relatively easy to dodge, and this blue shot, which is a lot harder to dodge, and see I got hit by it there. So I'm almost dead. I'm going to use a sub-tank here to refill my energy. And now if the claw comes down, I can jump up and go up and hit the boss. Now, so those are really the three attacks. You've got the fire, you've got the blue shot, you've got the claws, and you've got the lightning. Now, the only way to damage this guy, the final boss, is to hit him with a fully charged up pink shot. Anything less than that won't do. At least if you're using the normal shot. I'm using the normal X-Buster here. The only other weapon that will damage him is Armored Armadillo's shield. He takes more damage if you use that, but I've always thought it was a little cheesy to use that. I'm just going to use the normal shot, and right there, that's how you dodge that attack. You just wait for it, wait for the timing, and slide on throw. So this is I'd say this is a kind of a tough boss fight. If you don't use Armored Armadillo's weapon, it takes a long time. Even with the armor upgrade that I got a while ago, you still take a lot of damage when you get hit. Yeah, you take a lot of damage, and it takes a long time to wear this boss down if you're not going to use Armored Armadillo's weapon, which I'm not going to do because I want to play the game and show you can beat all the bosses just using the normal shot. Fortunately here, I'm getting in some good hits because he keeps dropping down the claw on me, and I just hop on top and go up and smack the boss with my weapon. Now, you might notice where I'm standing is I'm standing directly under the boss's head. You might think that that's a dangerous spot, but it's actually the safest place to be. Because if you're on either of the sides, you can get hit by the lightning, and there's no guarantee when that'll trigger. Ah, there we go. If you stand right underneath the boss, you'll actually never get hit by any of his attacks. Of course, I screw up there and get hit by the lightning. But like right there, see how the blue shot starts off to the sides? And if you notice the fire, when it first appears, it starts just to the left or just to the right of where I'm standing. So as long as you stand there, you're relatively safe. I've seen some other Let's Play videos of people doing the final boss. Invariably, they always use the Armored Armadillo. I never see anyone play this out just using regular shot. So that's one thing. And oftentimes, what I've seen is that this battle turns into sort of an ugly slugfest. That is, someone will just keep jumping up on the claws and trying to hit the boss with the shield as many times as possible while taking just tons of damage, drinking sub-tanks all over the place. You can certainly beat this boss this way, but like I said, that's kind of an ugly way to do it, not very elegant. You know, if you had, like, let's say you were doing this game with no sub-tanks or anything like that, you wouldn't be able to win the battle that way. So this is the way to play it, I think. Just take your time, be patient, wait for the opportunities to appear. Don't go climbing up the walls, and don't go trying to jump on the claws. The only way that you should get hit, if you're doing this correctly, is by that blue shot, because it's tough to dodge, but if you time it just right, you can slide through with that. It's a narrow opening, there's not a lot of space, but you can get through. And to be honest, dodging it's actually a lot of fun, too. So, it looks like we're down to just the last couple hits, one more shot, so we just gotta wait for those claws to come down, and I'll win. Alright, so dodge that blue shot, and, okay, he's gonna do the fire here. But as soon as the fire's done, I'll be okay. Oh, no, he's going to do the fire again. As soon as this is done, I'll just be able to... Oh, wait, he's going to do the blue shot again. And he's going to do the fire again. And at this point, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to climb up there, and I'm going to end this fight myself. So, boom, there we go. Final boss gone. Let's see what he says. No, it's not possible. I'm a Reploid. I can't be destroyed by you. Why, X? Why have you done this to us? Without the humans, my Reploid brothers could have ushered in a new age. Yeah, so there's a little bit of backstory here, and that's it. That was the last boss. That was the I don't know exactly what this boss is called. Sigma Robot, something like that. I'm sure there's an official name that I'm not picking up on. And yeah, we see the castle explode in the background. Seen that happen a lot of times before, but at least this time Dr. Wily's not in it, and he doesn't escape. So yeah, we're gonna get a little cinematic cut sequence here. You can read the text. I'm not gonna read it for you because this scrolls pretty slowly. You shouldn't have any trouble. I like the music in this section. I like the background too. Just the notion. I mean, I know it's cliched to stand on the cliff top and look out into the night sky, but it's still kind of a nice touch. Not too overly drawn. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this series of videos. If you watched all 6 of them, thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you didn't find my commentary too irritating. As I said in the first video, the Mega Man X games are a lot of fun. They're some of my favorites. I honestly think that Mega Man X is probably the best Mega Man game, period. And yes, I'm including Mega Man 2 in that. I know that that's sacrilegious for a lot of people, but I think that the speed factor that this game adds just makes it a lot more fun to play. And maybe not more difficult per se, but at least as far as my opinion is concerned, it's probably my favorite. So, not going to say too much more. I'll let this sequence play out, and then you can watch the rest of the credits on your own. Listen to the great music in the background. So, I'll probably try to do some more videos. I don't think I'll do any others from the Mega Man X series. Used to play X2, then a little bit of the later games after that, but I never played them as much. I always preferred this game to the others. So anyway, I guess that'll wrap it up. You can read the text there, and I'll let you watch the ending credit sequence. So once again, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play, and I hope you'll check back this channel later for future videos. Take care, guys.